We have arrived. And it's the, I don't know what annual number it is, but it is the annual Little Red Lighthouse Festival. It's only open once a year. And we are gonna go inside. Follow us.
My life be like. My life be like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back. We are next to the George Washington Bridge there, as you can see. I got Giselle with me, and we're on our way to see the Little Red Lighthouse. And this thing is pretty cool because it's only open once a year. And this lighthouse is the only lighthouse on the borough of Manhattan. And originally it's from Long Island, and they took it to put it there to save boats from crashing in the 1940s when they put it there. So it's been there ever since. We're gonna take a tour. Hopefully one day you can join us. So for now, stay tuned. Shall you? Alright, so we finally made it to the area. And there is the Little Red Lighthouse. And it's currently located under the George Washington Bridge. And that's where we're gonna go today. We're gonna go all the way to the top of that. So I guess everybody's getting ready for the festival and events. And it looks pretty cool. They got all the tents set up and everything. Right now we're gonna go wait online to get in, and stay tuned. They got the booth ready. We just finished signing in, and we're first online to go inside. You got your
button badge.
There it is. We're finally official.
Okay, everybody, welcome to Fort Washington Park and the Little Red Lighthouse. My name is Ranger Mara. Anyone else introduce yourself?
I'm Ranger Raina. I'm Ranger Camille. I'm Ranger Allison. And I'm Ranger Ashley.
We have many urban park rangers this year. So before I send you guys up, I want to give you guys a quick lesson, a quick history of the lighthouse. Who here was aware that this is actually not the first place where the lighthouse was built? Some of you knew that, right? Who here knows that the Little Red Lighthouse is not this lighthouse's official name? The official name of this lighthouse is actually the Jeffries Hook Lighthouse, because the spit of land that we're standing on right now is called Jeffries Hook. This lighthouse originally stood out at Sandy Hook, New Jersey, and this is what it looked like when it was out there in 1880. Yeah. In 1880, sure. In 1880, this lighthouse was built out at Sandy Hook, New Jersey. It was the north beacon. It was the north beacon of the Sandy Hook system. And it performed its job very, very well. It performed its job very, very well out here. Meanwhile, New York City had a bit of a problem, and I've got a yellow jacket. Meanwhile, New York City had a bit of a problem because this area of the Hudson River is really, really shallow. And they were having a problem with ships running aground because back then they didn't have things like depth finders or sonar. So New York City put up a lamp on a stick, which didn't really do much of anything, and then it blew down in a storm. And then they put up two lamps on a stick, and it looked like this. Two lamps on a stick, and this didn't do much of anything either.
Good.
And so the city decided that they really needed to do something, so they petitioned the Coast Guard for a lighthouse. Because it is the Coast Guard that's in charge of lighthouses. They're the ones who put them up. Well, the Coast Guard looked around and they thought, well, all right, what have we got going on? They realized that the north beacon of the Sandy Hook system was going to be replaced by a larger lighthouse. So they thought, that's great, it's about the right size. We'll just take it apart and bring it over and put it in its place. And that'll be, and that'll be it. So in 1921, that's exactly what happened. They took it apart, they brought it over here, they put it together like a giant jigsaw puzzle, and it's been here ever since. Here's a picture of it from a very long time ago. Wow. looking at this picture very carefully, besides the color, what is missing from this picture? Besides the color, not the light,
The bridge.
the bridge. The bridge is what's missing. This was taken before the George Washington Bridge was built. So yeah, the lighthouse was here first. For 10 years, it stood completely on its own. And then they built that right over the top of it, the George Washington Bridge. And once the bridge was built, the lighthouse kind of became obsolete. It really wasn't needed anymore because the bridge gave off a whole lot of light. And the city was moving up. There were buildings being built on both sides, so there was a lot of ambient light. Besides that, things like sonar and depth finders were starting to be developed. However, it did still work for a little while. This is a picture of it a long time ago, and if you look really carefully, I'll bring this around. Right there, next to my index finger, you will see that it had a bell.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When it was an actual going concern, it had a bell. You can barely see it in this picture, but it's there.
She's gonna tell the story, and then we're gonna go in. Don't you want to hear all about how the
Crazy.
lighthouse exists?
So, going on with the story, after the George Washington Bridge was built and they realized that the lighthouse was no longer really needed, it kind of fell into disrepair, and after a while, the Coast Guard just decided to sell it for scrap metal. And so in 1952, it was going to go on the auction block. Before that could happen, however, in the 1940s, this book came out. The Little Red Lighthouse and the Great Gray Bridge, which told the story of the lighthouse and the bridge being built over it. Kids loved this book. They got really upset that the lighthouse was going to be torn down, so they started writing letters. They even started sending money, like pennies and dimes, things like that, trying to buy the lighthouse. So the mayor at the time, his name was LaGuardia, asked the Coast Guard to donate it to the city of New York. And that's what they did. And it's been one of our structures ever since. Now, here's another picture of it real quick. Just to give you an idea that, yes, there are bald eagles that do come down here.
Wow.
That's a
serious.
bald eagle on an ice floe in the wintertime with the lighthouses down there.
Not bad.
So it does happen.
Now, when you guys go into the lighthouse, here's what you're going to discover. You're going to go into a tiny little room that has a spiral staircase to the first floor, which is even smaller than the ground floor. And then you're going to find a ladder to the top floor, which is even smaller than the middle floor. And then you get to go through the world's smallest door to get to the outside. We do ask you guys that you do this as quickly as possible. We're trying to get as many people through as possible. Go up, take a look, take a couple pictures, come back down.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally gonna get in there. Oh, final steps. And there's the door to get in. We're going in. Oh, they still got this stuff inside, huh? Oh, they... Now we're going up the ladder. Oh, baby. Look at that. So I'm still going up. Looking down. That's the ladder going up right there. Let's get to the top.
The only additional caution we have is where they
We're going up the ladder
where the
now.
plates are.
And we're gonna try to do this one-handed. And I did it.
Let me know if you have it free.
Nice. One-handed. Now, through the small door.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Now we gotta go through this door. All right, we made it.
Walk around the whole deck. You can see all the way up to
Nice.
the
I'll hold your hand. Thank you. And this is it, the view from the Little Red Lighthouse. Jefferson Hook. Wow. Doesn't get no better than that up there. And that's the view of New York City. Beautiful.
And I'll do the same for you.
Okay, so right now we're on top of the Little Red Lighthouse, and it's a beautiful view up here. Check it out. That's the city of Manhattan behind me, and that's New Jersey on that side. And it doesn't get any better view than that. So I'm gonna let you enjoy the views right now. I'm gonna take a tour, show you all the way around, and let's enjoy the George Washington Bridge as well, huh? Wow. Let's go to the other side. Let's look at the people. Let me get your hand. Got nervous. Look, my love. Woo! Whatever you do, don't look down. The line is starting to get up. There goes New York right there. See Freedom Tower and everything. You good? Nice. So now we're gonna start out the set.
Oh yeah, you're done. Yeah, here actually let me look. Oh, want to go in? Here.
Now it's time to make the descent down.
Your head. Up your head.
Ooh, baby. See ya. I see you in there. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Take a picture. The hardest part. Nice. Just stay right here. We're gonna take our time. You're gonna stand right here and not touch anything until I put the
Friend, I'm here to help too.
And there goes the actual light.
Come here, love. Come. Turn around.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Yes. So we're making our descent down. Back down. And that's what it looks like inside the actual lighthouse now. I'm gonna take some good video of what it looks like inside of it. This is it, inside the Little Red Lighthouse. We're gonna make our descent all the way down. Let's see what the porthole looks like. A little foggy through there. Let's continue. And there is the little history on the lighthouse itself. Ow! And maybe you could screen pause that or something and you can read it. And that's the book that you can buy at Barnes & Nobles. And that's all the cool stuff that's in there. And that's the kind of fish that you can see. And that's the East River map. Cool. Let's make our way out of here.
Let's go.
Come on. Woo! And that's it for us. Back on land. So that's it. We made it back on land. And that's a little dedication. If you didn't know, you can read that down there too. A little dedication of Little Red Lighthouse, of the nickname. But it's very fun. Thank you. So we just finished walking inside of the lighthouse. So now we're gonna show you around what's going around in the festival, and let's see what happens. So let's join the second part. Join me. All right, so we're here, and we came up to a giant checkerboard. You wanna play checkers? Huh?
You take the black side.
Want to take the black side? Yes. Oh, baby. Decisions. I'll bring out one of these. Throw it there. And so the winner of this game is Giselle. She beat me terribly. But there are other games to play, like Check Connect 4. There's little Connect 4s and Jenga, and there's a giant Jenga there and a giant chessboard. And this is pretty cool stuff. And there's bowling over there too if you want to play bowling. So there's plenty of stuff to do. Okay, and that'll do it on this adventure. So please, hit the like button, and that's the only way you keep the ball rolling on this thing. There goes the little lighthouse in the background. God bless you. Bless you. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and check out my last 2 videos on the lighthouse as well. So this is our 3rd one, and thank you for watching, and see you next time, folks. See ya.